Hey, yo, what's up, folks? This is Dave Wood. We're about to get started, and I'm going to teach you how to become exponentially more prosperous. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go and I'm going to get my whiteboard. We're going to do a visualization together. And by the way, this music that I'm listening to, it's not my music. This is flute, santur, sitar. And if you look it up on YouTube, you can find the link to that. Hold on. Let me actually find out what it is. This is from, hold on. Instrumental. This is from Amit Raj. Okay, so just get ready. This is probably 30, 40, 50 minutes, something like that. And this is going to radically change your existence in your life. Okay, so I'll be right back. Got my whiteboard. Let's put this over here. Let me get another chair. And Paul, I can't really get this out so much because I'm not allowed to tag anybody all of a sudden on Facebook. Oh, boo-hoo. Facebook jail for nothing. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I'll get it. I'm over it. You know what I mean? Hey, what's up, whoever just joined us? Hold on. All right, we're about to get going. Okay, so first of all, let me explain some stuff. Movement, right? All right. Let me explain some stuff here. So let me first of all set the intention for this video because we need to get clear, and that's to get 100,000 customers in 31 days. Now, I basically, I've got some big stuff that's coming. I'm telling you, it's big. A lot of big stuff, not just one thing, not just another thing, but I'm talking like big thing after big thing after big thing after big thing. Hold on. I gotta get my eraser and I can't find it. Once I get my eraser, we're gonna go ahead and get going. Tell your friends, and then you guys can tag friends in the comments or something like that. Oh, here we go. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to do a breakdown, and I'm actually going to put some music on, but not now. I'm going to do it in a little bit once I do the breakdown, okay? So why should you pay attention to this video? Let me explain it. Most people, what do you got to do? Like Paul Gardner's there in the comments. Paul, what do you got to do in order to memorize an affirmation? Okay, so we already set the intention. Once again, that's 100K customers, 100K, 31 days customers, right? That's not 100 volume. That's the just amount of customers, numbers. So what do you got to do to memorize affirmations? It's like, I'm going to be on the beaches of the world. I'm going to be on the beaches of the world. I'm going to be on the beaches of the world. I'm going to be on the beaches of the world. I'm going to be on the beaches of the world. And that's valuable too. And the next day you forget the affirmations of the previous day. Right? So there's a problem in this. And so what do? You read it again and again and again until your unconscious mind gets it, which is super valuable. The problem is it takes you forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Right? And do you want to do this the fast way, or do you want to do it the slow way, or do you want to do it both? The answer actually should be both, because that actually makes much more sense than doing it either this way or that way. Everybody wants to go fast, but if you don't have both, you're imbalanced. Hold on a second here. Hold on. I just got a message. We'll just stay distracted. I thought it might have been somebody else. All right, so let me explain. You're repeating. Why is that valuable? Because if you do that, it gets into your heart and mind, and then it becomes a part of your behavior. How long does it take? It takes forever. And then you're still not changed 5 years later the way that you need to be changed because you never remember to do it. So first of all, you never even remember to do this stuff, which is actually the problem. The problem with affirmations is actually very simple. It's memory. Now, this is going to give you a smidgen of how valuable the course that I'm going to do is on memorization. Because if you think that this is valuable, okay, now this is something that's coming out that's been a project of mine for a long time, okay? It's not something that I'm rushing or anything like that. I've got to go and do some other stuff first before I even release that. You know what I mean? I got to do like, lesson at a time and all this stuff. You know what I mean? But the reality is that memory is the key to making affirmations actually work for you. Okay. So in other words, you're not really going to make affirmations work for you if you don't have the ability to remember what you're affirming. So I'm going to teach you how to create memory and we're going to use something called the Cicero method, which this comes from. We're going to use Cicero plus symbolization. Okay. These two methods, Cicero plus symbolization, and what we're going to do is we're going to memorize 15 affirmations together. Okay. And you'll be able to, after you do this, immediately apply these affirmations into your life without the need for constant repetition. However, if you don't repeat them over the next 3 days and fixate them and play with the information, they'll actually fade. And then they're not going to be like real affirmations that are there in permanently in your mind. However, if you do this, okay, what's going to happen is, very simply put, you're going to remember them and you're going to apply them. So that's number one. Okay, so Cicero works like this, okay? So number one, you've got the principles of memory. What are the principles of memory? The principles of memory are information connects, right? Connects from one area of the brain to another. So for example, you don't memorize images, you memorize the connections in images, and then the whole image is reproduced automatically. This is actually how your brain works, okay? Therefore, if you don't pay attention to detail, people have poor memories, right? So for example, people that are very detailed and people that work very hard all the time without needing for taking medicine or anything like that, these people are very detailed people. People that have like attention deficit disorder, they never trained their brain how to truly recognize detail properly, right? And so there's an imbalance in the brain from the lack of detail. So detail is actually how you memorize information, okay? So this is principles, okay? So the second principle would be the value of affirmations. What's the value of affirmations? Well, this is like, for example, this is going to tell you, well, why do I want this information? The value of affirmations is very simply put, you're going to, the value of affirmations is very simply put, you're going to be able to take immediately this information that would have taken you 90 days doing it your way to get the same results that I can get you in maybe 30 minutes. It won't even take 30 minutes, but I got to explain it. Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense. So I'm going to go a little faster. Okay. The next thing is we've got space and visual memory. The next thing is we've got symbols. The next thing is we got connections. Now, the next thing is emotional energy. Now, we want to be clear about something. Emotional energy is not required for memorization of information. It actually can interrupt with it in certain, like for example, if somebody was drunk in a bar, they'd have a difficult time doing that because they would have a hard time controlling their emotions. However, right, visual information, so visual information in space actually does it. So then what we have is then we have repetition, and when you do the repetition, that's what you want to include with emotional energy, right? This is where you want to import the emotional energy because they're actually affirmations, and affirmations actually do need emotional energy in order to really create the kind of value they can create in your life. So with that being said, here's what we need. We need 15 objects, and I want you to imagine the most prosperous house that you've ever been into in your life. Tell me when you got it. All right, I'm assuming you have it, okay? Hold on just one second. I got to check something here. Hold on. Okay, yeah, I'm on YouTube too. All right. So let me hold on a second here. Let me first of all, let's set some intention to get some more viewers on here. Okay. Let's just imagine the viewers going up. Imagine more people liking and sharing this information. Now imagine that they're getting value from this information. And if they don't get the value from the information, you get the value yourself. And the value that you get yourself from the information, you're then taking and you're spreading that value to others. And as you're sharing it with others, it increases the value that you're getting yourself, making for a self-reinforcement pattern. Okay. So here's the deal. Okay. First of all, number one, 15 objects. The front door is going to be object number one. Walk in and look to the left, number 2. Follow whatever's in that direction to the first room, and if it's on the right, then you just follow it around. Then we go to the first room. You go from left to right, and you want to select 5 objects per room. Let me give you an example of what I'm doing, then you do it. Okay? I walk into the biggest house I ever lived in. I turn to the left, and there's a staircase. I walk around the left, and there's a room. I walk in the room. On the left, there's a bed. In between the beds, there's like a little desk, and then on the wall, there's a whiteboard. On the other bed, there's actually on the other bed there's a bed, and there's a window. Then over there, there's a TV. If I go to the right, now I got to go to another room because I'm at objects, 5 per room. So I walk down to the left, and now I go into another room. Okay, I walk into that room. I open the door. I step inside. There's an open door before me. I step inside. Another window. Okay. There's a couch. I'm going to use 2 objects in the couch. Just one part of the sofa, then another. That's fine. Then there's a mat. Then there's a wall. Then there's a door. And then I'm back in the hallway. So I got 15. Okay. So, what I want you to do is I want you to go into your house. Go in the first room. I'm going to count, and as I count, select 1 object when I'm counting. 1. And you got to see these in bright 3-dimensional detail, vivid with emotional energy. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Repeat them again. Go in and then select the 15 objects. Gotta be same objects, bright 3-dimensional detail. 1. Giant 3-dimensional images, 3D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. One more time. We're once again going through and selecting the objects. We're going to count a little faster. No, I'm going to count at the same place. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. Now we're going to hyperventilate. And what I want you to do is I want you to try to see all of the objects at the same time. Okay? And we're going to go through and memorize these very fast. Okay. Now, this is concept for concept memorization. This is actually not word for word memorization. Affirmation number 1 is what? I love my higher power. What I do? What I did is I imagined Jesus was standing outside an open door at the front of this giant house that I used to live in. He was like touching it, and he was like saying, go inside. Like this. Then I made it still after it was moving. I walked inside, and then I turned to the left. And then I see an image of myself and my prime self with like good muscles and good health. And I look very young. I love myself, right? I'm flexing. And then I walk in the back room, and then I go in the room, and then on the left, I love my family. So I got my family, and we're all cuddling together on a bed. All my kids, my wife, we're just all giving each other a hug. Good energy in that. Then I go to the right, and there's a whiteboard. I set a clear intention for every area of my life. I'm always clear in my intention 100% of the time. In every interaction, every business. This is, again, that's not word for word. This is just the concept. Okay, and I have a whiteboard because I always write my intention on whiteboards. This makes sense? Then I go to the next bed over, and I've got a planner. Okay? And I take massive daily action in every area of my life and business. That's on a planner. Okay? Okay, what's the next area? Now I've got over on a window, I deserve great wealth. I'm sitting there in my giant house staring out over Escazú, Costa Rica, and I'm saying the wealth of the world is mine. Okay, now I got the next image. Okay? And you can follow along with my images actually too and just imagine this in your imagination. But it works better if you're in, you could use the combination of my images and your images because you want you. And then what do I got? I got on the next image, right? What do I got on the next image? On my next image, I've got, it's a TV, so I have connected to the TV. My laptop computer's like stuck into the TV, and I'm looking at the connection between them. I take massive daily action in every area of my business to produce the results that I want. What's the next image? Okay. Again, you don't need to do word for word memorization. It's actually, you could just say different words that mean the same thing every single time you say it. It's actually better for the mind in many ways, and then you can do repetition with the same way if you want. Now, I go into the next room, okay, and then I'm sitting on the couch and we're looking around and there's gold and silver everywhere. My family deserves great wealth. I look over by the window and I've got my mentors. And I say stay in submission to my mentors. And I've got Warren Woodward there. And I've got my upline there. And I've got my dad there. And I've got Donald Trump there. And I've got all my other mentors. They're there, right? And I see them all at once in bright three-dimensional detail. Then I go over to one arm on the couch. And on one arm of the couch, I have connected to it or sitting on top of it, a phone. Representative of I pick up that phone and I close every possible sale that's possible to close 100% of the time. I close the sales. Every sale that's possible to be closed gets closed by me 100% of the time. Then we go over a little bit, and on the right arm of the couch, I've got the Torah. It's a big Bible that says Torah written on it in English. And there's a leaf inside of it, meaning that I apply Torah to every area of my life. Every part of my life is prosperous from the prosperity of Torah. Okay, now I look into the center of the floor, and I've got Joe. What's up, William? I got this giant like brain connected to it. Okay, bright three-dimensional rotating brain, and I'm seeing this brain, and it's getting exponentially bigger and exponentially more dense and intelligent, and my memory is getting exponentially better every single day. Okay, and I step into the image even, and then I feel it, and then I exercise dominion and authority over every area of my life. And then what I do is there's an image of Donald Trump, okay, and the image of Donald Trump, right, represents I exercise dominion and authority over every area of my life because he does that. And then to the right of that a little bit before the door, my consciousness as an attraction is exponentially compounding. In the quantum universe, I imagine consciousness like a giant mandala rotating right 3 dimensions. Then I expand it to 5 dimensions. And it's connected to everyone in the universe, and they're all coming to me with their credit cards in hand. Okay? And they're all coming to you with their credit cards in hand who are part of your mission. Okay? Who are saying, I want to work with you. Please, can I give you your money? Or can I give you my money? Please, I'm begging you to give you my money. That's what they're saying. They're all saying it. They're all saying it together. That's the funny thing. Now, then, what do? I walk through the open door of prosperity and I look around the giant house and the giant mansion that I'm in, that I paid for with cash this time. Right? All right. Okay, now we're going to go backwards. Now I walk backwards through the open door of prosperity because I'm always walking through the open door. And then I see the consciousness connected to everybody in the universe, pulling everybody to me with their credit cards in hand, ready to buy. And then there's Donald Trump. And I exercise dominion and authority over every area of my life. My memory is exponentially compounding and getting better every single day. Right? I take Torah and I apply it to every area of my life, my business, and prosperity. I close every possible sale that I could possibly close, right? I stay in submission to my mentors, and my family deserves great wealth, right? I take massive daily action in every area of my life and business. I deserve great wealth. I plan my work and I work my plan. I set clear intentions for every area of my life 100% of the time. I love my family. I love myself. I love my higher power. Okay. You're like, whoa. Now all of a sudden I've got a workable model. Now what we do, okay, walk into the front door, right? Got the higher power standing there at the front of the door. On the left, I've got myself, and I'm strong with my shirt off, looking the healthiest I've ever looked. I walk into the room, and I'm there with my family. I see on the whiteboard, I set clear intentions. I plan my work. I work my plan. I deserve great wealth. I take massive daily action in every area of my life and business. My family deserves great wealth. I stay in submission to my mentors. I close every possible sale that it's possible for me to close. I take Torah and I apply it to every area of my life and business. My memory is getting better and exponentially compounding every day. I exercise dominion and authority over every area of my life. My consciousness is exponentially compounding in forms of prosperity. The quantum universe is drawing everybody in the universe towards me that I need to accomplish my mission, which is actually everyone in my whole kingdom. Right? And I walk before the open door of prosperity and enjoy the fruits of my labor. See, I said it a different way every time, same images. So once again, you walk in, you see, for me, the Savior Jesus standing in front of the door, turn to the left, myself strong, yourself strong, go into the room, your family cuddling together, strong. You see on the wall, your whiteboard, you see the planner sitting on the other couch, you see yourself standing out, looking out the window, imagining yourself in a castle of prosperity, and you deserve great wealth. You see you take massive daily action, and you plan your work and work your plan. You could use your own images for these. You could use, for example, a shovel. You could use a phone. You could use a computer. Whatever represents work to you that you understand. And then you go into the next room. Your family deserves great wealth. You stay in submission to your mentors and your upline and your pastor and whatever it is, your support group. Then you close every sale that's possible for you to close, right? And you apply Torah in every area of your life and business in the form of prosperity if you want. And if you don't want, you do your own laws or whatever that you want to do, whatever books you want to imagine. And then, because Torah just means the law, and then after that, right, after that, we got the memory is exponentially compounding. Okay. I exercise dominion and authority over every area of my life and business. My consciousness is exponentially compounding in the quantum universe, drawing everybody in the universe towards me with the credit cards in hand, ready to buy. Right? And then I walk before the open door of prosperity, and I take every opportunity that presents itself to me that's good in the quantum universe that I have time and resources to build. All right, so now all of a sudden we're getting somewhere. Okay, I'm done with this now. Okay, take these in your own, make your own symbols, and you want to make three-dimensional bright images for the symbols. Connect them, okay, on top of, into, interacting in some manner with the objects that you have as support images. And then what you want to do is you want to imagine all these with emotional energy. Then here's the assignment. Go for a walk and repeat them from your memory on the whole walk. I'm going to walk to the river now, and I'm going to meditate on these, and then I'm going to come back with an action plan for the rest of my day for my walk. Okay? Now, one last exercise before we go. What I want you to do is I want you to go to the first door, see the higher power. Now, take a holographic snapshot and see at the same time the next image, the next image, the next image, all 15. You're seeing 15 at the same time, and you're seeing everything at once because your brain is not limited to seeing in one direction at once. So now you're seeing everywhere at once, and you're seeing all the affirmations at once, and now they're all filled with prosperity, radiant energy. And it's all manifesting in front of you, and you're getting what you want at last. I'm done. Hope that helped. Appreciate you. They just